And
now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Holiday in at the one spot. And for the Nets, the post tandem, it's Johnson and Claxton. Thomas is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Game 1 of the NBA season, Greg, is here. Does everyone get butterflies, or is it just me?
No, I'm right there with you, partner. The anticipation has been brewing for months. Nothing like opening night.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Tatum passes to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Holiday inside the line. Bridges with the ball.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Holiday with another miss. Schroeder with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Schroeder against Holiday. And that one's good. Schroeder.
This guy not just a jump shooter now. Dennis Schroeder more than happy to get inside and mix it up.
Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar build. And Claxton
First
can
personal
also
foul.
handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if
At the line
this
for
guy can
Celtics.
develop an ability
Jason Tatum.
to play facing up to the basket.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game right now. No doubt, Greg, Jason Tatum is an all-NBA player. And this guy continues to improve.
And JT's scoring average increasing in each of his first 5 seasons. I just love how he gets to the line more, being more aggressive. Tatum was the guy on a finals team at just 24 years old.
Boy, what a pass by Jaylen Brown. Probably one of his most improved areas.
Holiday against Thomas. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from Holiday. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
They get it back.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1
Jaylen Brown.
Brown's shot is good.
Now, Jaylen Brown gets his feet set in the catch and shoot and just drills it.
And here's Schroeder following Jaylen Brown's 3. Thomas with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
2 points. That one goes. Brown's got 5.
Well, I tell you what,
Brooklyn.
speaks to the toughness of Jaylen Brown. That frame is strong.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Doris, when the Brooklyn Nets traded KD, they got back some interesting pieces, including Mikal Bridges.
Boy, Kevin, this guy was a role player for all intents and purposes with the Suns, a 3-and-D type. But once he got to Brooklyn, he was given more responsibility and upped his offensive production. It looks like he's ready.
How about your Brooklyn Nets? Show some love.
And the Celtics making a change here. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. To the inside, Bridges. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Indoors, we know
Team second.
Mikal Bridges famously traded for
And out the line.
Durant, but
Shooting
it's interesting.
2.
Durant was
Mikal
Bridges' favorite player
Bridges.
growing up.
And Kevin, it's always interesting when there's a connection between the idol and the guy who is idolizing him. But give Mikal Bridges credit. He has come into his own as a star. This guy has proven to be a capable offensive player and is one of the truly legit defensive wings that you have got to plan for.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. And a change for the Celtics. Hauser's checked in. And it's blocked. What a play. He just snatches this shot out of the end. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all
First
the
personal
content.
foul.
You know, I think one of the important things for Dennis Schroeder is to keep trying to become more and more efficient. Let his offense come naturally and improve as a distributor.
And Simmons, he's checked in for Cameron Johnson. In the 2016 and 17 drafts, GA, Boston ended up with the 3rd pick overall both of those years.
And they nailed those picks, getting Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum back-to-back, setting up their franchise.
Last 2 minutes to play. First
Al
quarter.
Simmons after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. He can't get it to go. White with the defensive effort. Here's Pritchard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Assist.
The ball movement on this
Sam
run has
Hauser.
been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The 9-foot shot. No good from Simmons.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
To the middle. Here's Tatum. And slammed up by Tatum.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
Bridges outside. And it's good assisting on the play with Simmons.
Bridges.
Here's Boston now. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Pritchard. Running by Simmons. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate and they're rarely fooled.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Here's Tatum. After Mikal Bridges bucket. Good.
Jason Tatum.
Tatum's got 9.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside, Simmons. Schroeder outside. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Nice D from Porzingis.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Here's Tatum. Connects on the 17-footer.
Jason Tatum.
He's got 11.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Simmons working it over. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. Traps in the tray.
Every
Dorian
team searching
Finney-Smith.
players for the skill set. Dorian Finney-Smith, the prototypical 3. And yes, he can be as
After
well.
1 quarter
And so
of
it's
the
the Boston
score.
Celtics
Your next.
with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter.
The Celtics.
They have made it very tough to get a
18.
shot. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Boston leading by 6. Simmons is out there with Thomas. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Johnson. And it's Watford in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. It's Thomas high post. White's there. Celtics shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Back to Brown over Johnson. Good D by Johnson. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Nets. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And Greg, the massive contract extension for Jaylen Brown this past summer. For a time, the richest in NBA history.
And you gotta pay to play, or in this case, to contend for titles. The Tatum and Brown, the Celtics have
Cameron Johnson.
This is what Ben Simmons does, guys. If someone's open, he will find it.
Here's White. The top of the
Derek
key jumper
White
is on the mark.
From
White's got his
Pritchard.
first points of the game.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Watford. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Let's keep it alive. Here's Sharp. Outside for Thomas. They shoot again. It's good. Thomas got his first bucket of the night.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Pritchard. Outside, White. Connects from three-point
Derek
range.
White 3.
White's got 5 points so far.
Love to see Derek White go right up with it off the catch. No doubt right there. Just get the jumper flowing.
On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Sharp. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Thomas. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Boston leading by 5. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Simmons. And it's White missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Of course, we've talked about Boston's young talent for so long, they've now become battle-tested veterans.
And it's incredible how young that experience has taken hold. They have
Boston
had
foul.
players build
Al
big
Horford.
roles in so many
Personal foul.
What a
First
strong
team
foundation,
foul.
and now you've just got to keep building.
Substitutions
Some
on
changes
the
for
court.
Brooklyn. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Sharp. Bridges comes in for Thomas. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Simmons. And Holiday kicks to Brown. Shoots over
Last 2 minutes
Bridges.
to play.
And he
Second
wills
quarter.
that one in. Sinking
Jaylen
right through
Brown.
off the back iron.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Schroeder, he makes that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Brissett passes to Mikhailo. Brown outside. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Passes it to Watford. Back to Schroeder. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Here's Brown. And that one's
Jaylen
on
Brown.
target from the wing.
Assisted by
And it's 9
Al
points for
Horford.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown working in that mid-range area. This guy
Timeout.
knows it's got to be a part of your game.
Timeout called, the Nets. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays
Let's
for the
go,
next few
everyone.
minutes and a chance
I
for
need
the
it to
players
get loud in
concentrate
here for
with
your
some Gatorade.
Brooklyn.
It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Houston's checked in.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Holiday. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 19 points a game, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Nets foul. Dorian
Celtics have made
Finney-Smith.
their only
First personal foul.
attempt today.
First team foul.
And a season ago at the
Shooting for
charity
Boston.
strike, this is a group
Jason
that
Tatum.
shot an impressive
At the line with 2 shots.
81%.
Jason Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end he's a dangerous 3-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively.
Here's Schroeder. And the layup falls. Schroeder's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Instant offense. Dennis Schroeder can fire up his team with that pretty dribble drive.
And the shot goes in.
Drew Holiday.
Holiday's got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Schroeder outside. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. The pass to Brissett. In the corner. Tatum with it. Ah, there's
Jason
Tatum's
Tatum.
range on
3.
display.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense
That's the half. The score.
and
Your
he's
Nets.
knocking down threes.
22. The
And
Celtics.
so it's Boston.
34.
Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And so good to have us have a good start.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time, it was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And that's going to do it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
On the floor for Boston, they've got Jason Tatum. Holiday out there with Porzingis. And it's Tillman in at the 4 slot. Taken away by Holiday. Outside, Porzingis. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Bridges jams it in.
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Game. GA, we've seen it over the last couple years. The center position has come back into vogue.
And Kevin, we were seeing teams go small, lots of 4s, even traditional 3s play the 5. But with MVP-level seasons from guys like Jokic and Embiid, the center isn't quite extinct yet.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, Jason Tatum said his quiet demeanor may belie his hungry grin for some people. He said, I feel like sometimes I come off so laid back, but I don't know if people understand how much I invest in this game, how much I care, how hard I work. I'm not the loudest. May show Kevin?
You know, his passion, DA, for the game is right there. We appreciate your story. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And Porzingis had a lot of suitors, GA, over the summer. Eventually, the Celtics made the move for him.
Porzingis, he had his game and value in D.C. With the Wizards rebuilding, he was a prime trade target. Boston looked for him early, and he could be a difference maker for the Celtics.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Sharps checked in for Johnson. And it's Ben Simmons in for Dennis Schroeder. First and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Sharp the pass to Thomas. 6 to shoot. And here's Sharp. Puts up a 3. And Tatum pulls it down.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Puts one up from 19. A rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Count it, good. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Tatum. He can't get that one to fall. Bridges with some nice defense. That's trail by 16. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Thomas finds Simmons. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Simmons passes to Thomas. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. Trendon Watford Shooter's checked in for the Nets.
Coming onto the floor for your Nets.
Clock is going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Here's Simmons.
Third quarter.
And Pritchard pulls it down. Pritchard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Jason Tatum.
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
Here's Simmons. And that one goes long.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Count that
Jason
one.
Tatum.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
Nets.
Timeout called the Nets.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He
Now
wants to
heading onto
settle
the
his
floor.
guys down
Your
right now.
Brooklyn Nets. Make some noise, everyone.
Smith comes in for Sharp, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Simmons. The Celtics also changing it up. Tillman's checked in, and it's Brown in for Jason Tatum. Schroeder, bucket is good. Schroeder's got 10 points in the game.
For a guy who's a little bit smaller at the guard position, Schroeder is fearless. I think he likes contact.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Pritchard. No good off the back of the rim. Nets trail by 20. In the corner, it's Bridges. It's a very good look and converts. He's got 9.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Here's Brown. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. And the Celtics lead by 20.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And a missed layup.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball here.
The 3 quarters of play. The score.
Jason Tatum
Your
has
Nets.
been the story so far
30.
for the Boston
The
Celtics.
Celtics.
He totaled 14
52.
points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Nets are shooting just 34% from the floor. So and Thomas sitting on the bench. So this is who Kevin Ollie has out. Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Bridges.
Personal foul.
And it's Johnson in at the small forward.
This is where the speed
At
of
the line.
Dennis Schroeder comes
Shooting
into
for
play.
Brooklyn.
When he's moving
Dennis
like this, the defender is in a tough spot.
The first free throw is good. Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
Tatum, he's checked in for Pritchard. And here's Tatum for 3. They get it back. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. And they'll get another chance. And another shot. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Nets trail by 20. And statistically, more young players in the league today, Greg, than in decades past. Might be a reason the age limit wasn't lowered in this new CBA.
Yeah, I mean, the veterans saying, hey, we're already having a tough time sticking around. And I think having those guys help
Tatum against Johnson. Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. There's the triple. Tatum no good.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Johnson kicks it over to Schroeder. Back to Johnson. He dishes it to Schroeder. Lets it go with the three. Second chance shot. Finney Smith can't get it to go.
You know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Schroeder against Brown. Shoots over Schroeder. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Nets trail by 20. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Pass to Brown. For three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Johnson outside. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brown against Bridges. Brown
1 minute to play. Fourth
dishes it
quarter.
to White. Shoots over Johnson. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Nets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And he makes that one.
Okay, he's going to put on a clinic at the offensive end. Dennis Schroeder challenging this defense right now. So crafty.
Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Assist.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the back.
Timeout, Brooklyn.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this
Your
point.
next
Timeout call for the
Nets
Nets.
team.
They trail by 18. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Player of the game, Jason Tatum.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter. Schroeder outside, passes to Thomas. 9 feet out. It's deflected. And gets hacked by the knee. He'll go to the line.
Luke Cornett. First personal foul. Team second.
And he makes the first.
At the line.
Doris, what we
Nicholas
appreciate about the
Claxton.
Celtics, typically they take good shots, like in the regular season. The record reflected that. The postseason, though, last year, a little different story.
Kevin, they certainly have a coaching staff that is highly analytics driven, which obviously means very heavy emphasis on those three-point shots and the ones right at the rim. But, you know, typically in the postseason, defenders take away your best options.
Back to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Pulls it up. And that's good. And the Celtics lead by 18.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots
Brooklyn
to
foul.
go down. A little luck
Ben
didn't hurt.
Simmons.
A lot of
First personal foul.
shots fell their way.
And
Shooting
it'll
from
go
Boston.
down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jason Tatum.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of. The
Celtics foul.
basket seemed as
Peyton
wide
Pritchard.
as a barrel.
His
Early
third personal foul.
2023 saw
Third
Cam
team
Thomas
foul.
just erupted is a scorer.
At the line,
Talking
shooting
about
for Brooklyn.
every game, a guy who is ready to break out.
And, Kevin, I like using the word ready because he was given an opportunity and took it. And he showed us all what a productive machine he could be.
Here's Pritchard. Shoots from 14. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Up again. He hangs it down and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
The pass to Pritchard. Out to the right wing. A three. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
And that's the end of the game.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it for the first game of the